Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel. In the previous video, we have seen about the non-property attributes. So using the $ATTR variable, how we can access the non-property variable. And also we have seen about the props also. That means which is used for the parent to child communication. Okay, from app.view to single post. So we can see that parent to child communication. Now in this video, what we'll try to do is we'll try to check the child to parent communication. How we can do the child to parent communication. That means from here to here, if you want to send the data, how we can send the data. Okay, why? Because the props thing, for when we are sending from parent to child, we have learned that the props is only the unidirectional. Okay, it's a one way flow only. So that means the parent can only send the data, but the sent data, if you want to change, it will not be reflected in the parent. Why? Because it is an uniflow. So that means if you want to send from child to parent, how we can send the data, let's try to see in this video. Before continuing to this video, if you are coming first time to here, please do support me by subscribing to my channel so that I will be posting more and more front-end development videos. Okay. Now coming to this video, here we have seen that app.view in this single post we are sending the each post, right? Now let's try to change some data. Okay. So I will change some design. What I will try to do is, so here in the call modate I will try to show the data, and here, okay, so this, right, yeah. So here I will create a sidebar call -md-4, and in this sidebar what I will try to do is I will try to show the latest posts. Okay, here I can write something like h3 latest posts. Okay, and here what I can do is, so li ul class is equal to list hyphen group, and here in this one li class is equal to, so list hyphen group hyphen item. Okay, now I will loop over v hyphen for is equal to post in post, and we need to keep the key. Why? Because for the uniqueness Vue.js thing, sorry, we have reversed the variable, so post in post it should. Now key, it should be unique one we need to give. For the time being we can give the title. Okay, and here I can write post dot title. Okay, so this is the just example. Let's see the output how it will be. Now if I try to refresh, so see, this is the output. Here we are able to see the navigation, that we are able to see the latest post. Right now we have only the two posts. That is the reason I am showing only the new post one and new post is the thing. Now here if I change the title, so here also it should be changed, right? Why? Because so here we are changing the title, means that means we are changing in the single post.view. Okay, we are changing in the single post.view. That means we are not sending that changed data into the app.view. Why? Because the parent data, post data is here. So if we change the title here only, then it will be changed, right? So now let's try to change the data here. So I changed the title immediately. Here also title change. Why it is happening? Why means because the post data is an object. Object we already learned in the JavaScript course, that is it is of reference data type. That means the data will not be stored there. The memory location will be stored in the variable. Now here we are sending the post here. That means we are sending the memory location, and here we are saving it in the data. We are saving the post data in the post thing. That means we are saving the memory location. So if we change the title, the memory location which is present there, it will be changed. Okay, so all the variables which are accessing, they are accessing to that memory location. So that is the reason it is changing. Now if I change this to copy, okay, by using this spread operator, so I am copying, I am assigning it a different memory location. Now let's see what will happen. If I try to refresh this one, I changed here. Here only it is changed, but here it is not changed. So that is the difference. Okay. Now here it is changed, but it is not changed, right? So object thing is not changed. So now we need to inform somehow. If we click here, we need to inform somehow from child to the app.view. Okay. Please change the data of the particular post title. So title has been changed. For example, if we change this first post title, so we need to change the parent app.view from the single post, that post title has been changed. Please update the title, so that accordingly the latest post also it will be updated. So how we can inform it to the from single post to the app.view? Let's see it here. Now here what I can do is, so here we need to emit this one. So this dot dollar emit So we need to send like this dot dollar emit, and we can write it as something like title changed, and we can send the total complete post data. So here we can send the post here. So we can use something like this dot post. Now here when we try to emit the data, so we need to capture this one. Same thing like, so how we have used this dot dollar emit, right? So whatever the component which is emitting the data, we need to catch that event using the emitter name, whatever the emitter name we are using. So here we have used the, what I can say, title changed, right? So I can directly use this one in the single post. Here I can use title changed. So on title change, I can write the method, whatever the method we want, we can write here. Now in this method, what I can do is, so here let's go to the methods and on title change. So whatever the data we are sending, so it will be coming in the event. So now the event, this is our custom event. So in this custom event, the event will be the data. Whatever the thing we are emitting here, it will be the data. Now here, if you go to the on title change, so if we try to do the console.log event, now let's check the output. So what could be the event here? Now if I try to refresh the data here, if I click on change title, here you will be able to see the proxy tab title change. So we have received the total complete post data. Now let's try to add the ID here so that we can recognize the post. What is the post we are sending? We can recognize this one. So now I am trying to add the ID here. Now depending on this ID, we can catch that which post has been changed, and we can update the title according to that. So now how can I find this one is, so here I can write index. Let's try to find the index. This dot post dot find index. I can use find index, and here I will be getting the post. Here I can check post dot id is equal to event dot id. So whatever the id is equal, so I will get the index. So now I can directly change this dot posts of index, whatever the index I found here, index dot the title I will be trying to change, right? So here I can change the title to event dot title. Now if I try to check change this one, so let's try to check the output here. If I click here, refresh. Now let's see. I'm changing the first post one, new post one. Immediately the title has been changed here. So that means the post data, whatever is there in the parent, it is getting updated. So this is how we can we can emit the data from child to parent, so that we will be catching it in the parent, and we can change the data according to this. Now here, if you see in this one custom event, whatever the props we are trying to send, we can use it in the camel case and the kebab case. But here in the emitting thing, we cannot use the camel case. So whatever, for example, here I have changed it to title C as I kept it as capital. But you can assume that in the app.view, we can write it as a kebab case, something like title hyphen change. But this one will not work in the defining the custom events. Immediately we got an error. Okay, so what is the reason it is happening is, so whatever the name you are keeping here, so if you want to write it in the hyphen kebab case, so you can use like this directly only. So camel case will not work in the custom events emitting. And another thing you need to remember is, so another one what we can do is in the custom events in the Vuejs 3 only. So if you want to for having the better component structure, so whatever the custom events data we are emitting here, we need to define at the top, same like the inherit attributes false, same thing like that we need to we need to mention. So this is not a must. It's better to implement the emits. What are the emits we are having? So here I can write title hyphen change, so that anybody sees that one, so they can assume that this component have some custom events like title change, like this. If you don't mention also, it's not a problem, but in Vue.js they have made it as a better way of coding like that. Okay, so this is about the custom events, how we can send the data from child to parent. So in the next video, what we'll try to do is how we can write the validation for these emitted events. What is the validation is? So that means if you want to send the data, if you are trying to send the data, before sending the data, we need to check the validations, whether that emitting data is correct or not. So in the Vue.js 2, we don't have the options. So in the here we'll see that how we can write the validations, just like the properties thing, how we have written the custom validation in the props. In the this custom events also we can write the validations. We'll see it in the next video. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video so that I will try to give the reply. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.